Hi there, I wanted to just do a quick video. I look a bit worse for wear. As most of you can see, I've put on quite a bit of weight. I actually had lost guts of 3 stone, that's 40 pounds to my American and Canadian friends on here. And I had a flare up. Now, for most of you know, I've been battling quite a lot of illnesses and chronic conditions for about the last 4 years. Previous to that, I had lost 160 pounds or so, and I actually run 2 half marathons, and I used to do a lot of weight training. I was very, very, very fit. I could easily run a long distance and lift quite heavy, anything about 130, 150 kilos. So that's, you're talking guts of 200, 300 pounds. I don't know what that is in pounds, but if you're trying to convert that. But the last 5 months have been really bad. I've had a very, very bad flare up with my hands and my feet, and the tiredness has been very bad. On Monday, I actually finally got a diagnosis of something productive. I've been battling with a hospital for a long time over diagnosis. They said for a long time I probably had rheumatoid arthritis, and they said I had fibromyalgia. Well, it turns out I've probably got fibromyalgia anyway, but there's very little treatment you can do for that. Excuse next door's lawnmower. I actually hope you can hear me over it. So basically they said I've got psoriatic arthritis, which is, you see psoriasis on the skin. Well, a third of people with psoriasis on the skin, which I don't have a lot of psoriasis, I've only got it on my feet, actually get arthritis with it, and it's a devil to treat. So basically that's what the doctor said. But the last 5 months I've sort of been giving into it, really. I've been quite a bad example, really. I've been sort of not going to the gym. I've not been really doing a lot of exercise. I've been sort of laying around a lot. And it's not been really a good example to set, and I've been eating a load of rubbish. I'm not going to tell you any lies. I'm diabetic, so I shouldn't be doing that either. So I've been doing that, and it's not been a good time. But today I finally said to myself, look, you can't do a lot, but you can do something. And you'll be saying this to the people you've trained, your clients in the past. So I got there today, and I did a bench press, 2 6-kilo dumbbells, and it was embarrassing, and people, thank goodness nobody was watching me, and I felt embarrassed, but I had to set my ego to the side because that's all I can do. Now, I was up to 18 and 20 before this flare up, and I did some Turkish get-ups with a 4 kg bell, and I did various other things, and a bit of sort of planks on a stability ball, because my wrists are quite bad at the moment. You can see I've got a cyst on it at the moment, which is quite sore, and it's giving me a lot of bother. But I did planks on one of them big Swiss stability ball things. So I did that, and I did various things, and I did a bit of walking, and I just said to myself, now today's the day you've got to get up, and you've got to start eating properly, and you've got to start exercising, you've got to start taking care of yourself, because it is what it is. And hopefully, God willing, my doctor's going to see me again in a few weeks. Hopefully he can adjust my meds properly, that I may go in some remission, and it may help a little bit, and it may take the edge off things, and things may be a little bit better for me. But I was just thinking, what are you going to do when life hits you a curveball? Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that I'd be in this position I am now. And I'm blessed, because there's a lot of people a lot worse off than me that can't even walk, that can't brush their own teeth and take themselves to the toilet and that sort of thing. I'm blessed in that respect, but I've just ordered a seat to go in the shower, because I can't stand that long, because my left leg I get pain in my hips, and it goes all down to my left leg, and my left foot basically feels it goes into the toes, so I can't stand that long. And I've also ordered a pushy rollator thing, because of the COVID crisis. I'm struggling a bit with the standing too long in a queue. They made me stand too long in Tesco's. They refused to give me any help when I asked a couple of weeks ago. I was basically told I was putting it on when I said I can't stand that long, because all the discs in my back are fused, the vertebrae are all fused up. And I basically said this, and the woman just said to me, yeah, pull the other leg, you stand like everybody else. So that's the way it is, and life is what it is. I never thought I'd be pushing a wheel along to go shopping. I never thought I'd be sitting on a shower chair in the shower. But life is what it is. And are you going to be like the Irish say? You're going to be a clampet like me. Eat yourself. Eat sweets. Eat biscuits. Eat buns, as the Irish would say. Eat Ulster, whatever you want to call yourself. You're going to be a clampet like me and just lay in bed and feel sorry for yourself. Or you're going to do what you can. Now, you may be a lot worse off than me. Your illnesses, diseases, circumstances, whatever you're going through, may be a lot worse than mine. But if you can only walk 100 yards, then walk 100 yards. If you can only walk, if you have a garden, if you can only walk 2 lengths of your garden, walk 2 lengths of your garden. If you can only walk to the letterbox, walk to the letterbox. You know where I'm getting at. Do the best you can, okay? I'm not saying be silly. I'm not suggesting you'd go out and try and run a marathon when you've got arthritis in your back and you can't do it. There's a lot of things you can't do. But look at what you can do, okay? Take a list. Sit down today with a bit of paper and say, what can I do? How can I be more active in my life? I could go out and do a bit of weeding maybe. Or I could go out and clean out the shed. Or I could clean the kitchen cupboards. Or all these things count. It's not just going to the gym, okay? That's something I've learned. That's something I've learned over these past few months. Your identity is not in what you can't do, okay? For me, for too long now, as you know, I'm not going to go into it too much because I know I upset some of you and a lot of people are disfriending me, but I don't believe in forcing it down people's throats. But as most of you know, I'm a very committed Christian, and my identity for a long time was in how much I could lift off that floor with a deadlift or a bench press or with a barbell. My identity is not in my barbell, okay? What's your identity in? Okay, my identity for me as a Christian is in Jesus Christ. For you as something else, it could be, your identity could be in your family. So you're a good mother to your children, you're a good wife or partner to your partner or your husband or your wife or spouse or whatever it is, whatever your circumstance. I'm not generalising here, so please don't take offence if you have a different domestic setup to the one I'm describing, but you get where I'm coming from. Your identity may be in the fact that you've gone and you've got yourself a university education, or you've overcome cancer, or you might be a cancer survivor. You might be a survivor with depression. You might be a survivor with bipolar disorder. You know where I'm coming from. Don't put your identity and your self-worth in what you're not. Put it in what you are. Look at the achievements you've achieved and do the best you can with what you've got. Okay? Now, quite a lot of people have got no money to pay for the gym, and they don't have a car to get there, and they don't have the energy to go. So look at what you could be doing around your home. Look at what you could be achieving. So for instance, your workout, as I said previously, might be cleaning out the kitchen cupboards. Okay, I'm going to post a few workouts for people that are like me, unfit, overweight, like me. May have joint problems or whatever, or may not, maybe other issues, but they'll be helpful and they'll be general for everybody. So I'm going to do a few videos over the coming few weeks, things that may help us all. So today, do the best you can and don't focus on the negative, focus on the positive. Have a great afternoon, folks. The sun is shining and I'm just going to go and put my washing out. Take care. Every blessing. Bye-bye.